Hello and welcome back to another exercise in which we're going to work with intangibles once again. In 2021, we have a company that made the following cash purchases. First is the exclusive right to manufacture and sell X-Core workout equipment from Symmetry Corporation for $200,000. Symmetry created the unique design for the equipment. Bratton also paid an additional $10,000 in legal and filing fees to attorneys to complete the transaction. An initial fee of $300,000 for a 3-year agreement with Silver Gym to use its name and for a new facility in the local area. Silver Gyms has locations throughout the country. Bratton is required to pay an additional $5,000 for each month it operates under Silver Gym's name, with payments beginning in March 2021. Bratton also purchases $400,000 of exercise equipment to place in the new facility. And then finally, an exclusive right to sell Healthy Choice, a book authored by Ken Patterson for $25,000. The book includes healthy recipes, recommendations for dietary supplements, and natural remedies. We plan to display the books at the check-in counter at our new facility and also make it available online. So we made a whole bunch of purchases, and let's see how we're going to account for each of these assets that we have purchased. So let's start out with our date. Let me get this going over here. Okay. So the first one over here is we have purchased the right to manufacture and sell this equipment. So this equipment was created with a unique design. That design was patented, obviously. That's what we're purchasing. We're purchasing the how to make that equipment. That patent is a total of $210,000. $200,000 is what we paid. And then we also paid $10,000 for legal fees. So add that to the cost of the patent, okay? The second is we paid $300,000 to Silver Gym, okay? This is a franchise agreement. It's a franchise agreement. We paid $300,000. We had to pay that up front. We will also pay $5,000 every month we operate, but that doesn't get included to the cost of the equipment. That's an ongoing expense. This is the asset. The franchise is what we have. It's a contract that we've signed, okay? We also purchased equipment for $400,000. That's a regular equipment. It's an asset, not an intangible asset, and that's $400,000. And then we made one more purchase. We purchased the exclusive rights to sell a book. Books are all copyrighted. So that's a copyright that we have purchased. We purchased a copyright for $25,000. So we purchased, we're going to manufacture the equipment. We're going to have this gym. We bought equipment for the gym, and we bought the copyright to a book. These are all the investments we have made. All of this was paid for in cash. How do I know it's cash? Because if you saw that up front, it said these are all cash purchases. So a total amount of $935,000 is what I've invested in the business. Now let's go back to that $5,000. That franchise agreement that I signed for $300,000, in addition to that, I have to pay $5,000 per month just to use their name. And that's going to begin in March. Okay, this is on Jan 1st that I purchased the franchise, I signed the contract. But March 1st is when I start paying this money. March 1st, I'm going to start paying this. And it's just called franchise expense. Franchise expense debit, cash credit, and that is $5,000. And these numbers, this $5,000 that you see over here, this journal entry is going to repeat itself every month for the next 3 years, as long as I have this franchise. One-time upfront fee of $300,000 plus $5,000, that's 5,000 times 12 is 60,000, times 3 is 180,000. That's the additional amount I pay just to keep this franchise going over here. That's just the cost of operating the franchise just to keep it open. All other expenses that are there, those are all different, maintaining the gym, etc. So these are intangible assets: patents, franchise, copyright. Equipment is a tangible asset that had to be purchased in conjunction with the other assets in order to keep those going.